I read The 4 Hour Workweek a year ago and decided then that I wanted this lifestyle. I was working as a freelance web developer doing WordPress sites. And although this was fun, it was still 40 plus hours a week, and I had a number of my customers who continually needed changes. I knew that if I were to travel, I wouldn't be able to continue to make changes for these customers, and I have to find a way to automate this and delegate it. So I came up with the idea of WordPress Help Live, a support desk for WordPress websites. After setting it up, within the first week we started to see sales, and once we started to get cash flow, and I booked a one-way ticket to Rio de Janeiro. I had gone there with the intention of working less than 10 hours per week and learning capoeira. Although I did learn capoeira, I worked significantly more than 10 hours per week. In fact, I worked about 10 hours per day at times. That's embarrassing, I know. I had to go back to the principles of the 4 Hour Work Week to see where I went wrong. The biggest thing that I wasn't doing was delegation. I instead gave my team the ability to make decisions on their own with a clear set of rules to follow. One thing I did change was, instead of jumping into my inbox, I took your advice and did the critical two things first thing in the morning. I was able to get WordPress Help Live fully automated, and it was making $400 a day. And with that, I was able to pursue hobbies that I really liked, like photography. And I was actually inspired by Jeremiah Thompson's story of doing the Girls in Brazil bikini calendar. And I thought to myself, yeah, I would love to do something like that. So I got my camera, my bag, and I booked a ticket to Bulgaria, where I stayed for 6 weeks. And after doing the 4 Hour Workweek comfort challenges, I had no problem walking up to potential models. I also always wanted to be an electronic producer and a DJ. So I went to one of the biggest places for electronic music in Europe, Berlin, Germany. And with my work week down to 5 hours per week, I was able to focus on music, and with enough practice, I was able to finally play at my first live club gig. Berlin is so fun, but it's so easy to get distracted. And to help me stay on track, I asked one of my assistants to send email and text message reminders, reminding me to do the two most important things first thing in the morning. This has been so helpful that I'm offering the service to anyone who's interested. And if you need help staying accountable, go to makehabits.com and you can get a virtual assistant to help you stay productive. And if you want the 4 Hour Workweek lifestyle, it is possible. Just go for it, and even if you suck at first, like I did, stick with it, and you can get the lifestyle you want. Thank you so much, Tim, and thank you to everyone at the 4 Hour Workweek blog and community.
Hi everyone, I'm Parker Woodward, this is Juno, and this is my 4 Hour Work Week and 4 Hour Body Success story. About 5 years ago I quit my job and pursued my passion, and to do it I started a business. I begged, I borrowed, I never stole, but I moved to Texas, I got my pilot's license, and I started an aircraft business called Raven Aircraft. And in terms of financial success, it was a resounding failure. And though I was able to get magazine covers, articles, widespread brand recognition, and market penetration, the sales just didn't follow for a number of reasons. So enter the 4 Hour Work Week. I outsourced everything, including new product development, and started the parent company Woodward Aerospace, which is now on the verge of bringing the newest and greatest 2-seat aircraft to market. I kid you not. While applying the principles of the 4 Hour Work Week with this new company, I've positioned us for success with around $3 million in pre-order revenue. Now let me repeat that, $3 million in pre-order revenue. I've been inspired by the 4 Hour Body, lost 30 pounds right there. I've published my first book, which took me all of an afternoon to write in format, but it has certainly put me on the path to virtue. In fact, here it is, I keep it with me. It's inspired by Benjamin Franklin. It's a Franklin Virtue Journal. That there is my name. I had this printed off on lulu.com, and you can buy them there. I'm happy, maybe happier than I've ever been. It really only came about because of Tim Ferriss and his books, and it taught me to work smart, not work hard. So, Tim, thank you so much for your books. It's really changed my life, and I can only pay it forward. I feel like you've saved my marriage, and I'm not even married yet. But thank you so much. I can't tell you enough. Thank you so much. I hope you realize the gravity with which you've impacted my life, and I believe so many other lives, and the many lives that I will impact because of you. So thank you again so much. To anyone viewing this, if you haven't read Tim's books, pick them both up. It will change your life, and you'll never look back.
Hey, what's up, Tim? Tim's Elves and the rest of the blog community. My name is Pat Murray, and I'm coming at you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Just to give a little bit of a background before my success story, I've always been entrepreneurial minded. I always knew that I wanted to do that, but a big battle that I had is I always loved having fun too. I chose Penn State for a reason, and that was to learn a little bit about starting a business, but I mean it was to have fun. So a big battle I had throughout college was, how do I have fun and be an entrepreneur? Because I thought entrepreneurs had a lot of free time, but I was realizing in one business that I was trying to start that it's too much time, more time than a normal job would. So thankfully Tim's book fell in my hands, The 4-Hour Workweek, and from there the success has just taken off. To define my success, it would be happiness for me, but really it's kind of living every day to the fullest, and this sounds cliche, but it's going out there and doing what I want to do. It's not doing repetitive things. It's starting businesses, and it's having fun, be it whatever. So to give some examples, my sophomore year of college, right after I read this book, me and some friends started a production company, and we filmed a feature-length comedy film called Laid Off, and I was an executive producer in it, a producer in it, and an actor, and it won awards. It went through the whole film festival circuit, and it was an awesome experience. It's getting, it has distribution now, and it should be coming out soon, but that was like, wow, I couldn't ever realize that I could act and make a movie, and it was just phenomenal. We'll see if the payout's great with it, but it was cool because I got to do something I wanted to do, got to hang out with friends, and it was great. So during college, though, teachers and all my friends are saying they're getting interviews, and I'm feeling society just pressuring me to get a job. So I interviewed for a while. Thankfully, I reread the book, and again, it just streams of inspiration. So whenever I graduated from Penn State in May, I decided that I was going to create a muse or whatever. So started importing products from China, and started some online businesses. And from there, I totally avoided Pittsburgh winters, which suck. If you're anywhere north, they're not too fun. So all of January, I was in California, and I got to be successful in my terms and go on a show I've always wanted to go on, which is Price is Right. And I got to run down, they called my name, and I mean, that was a goal of mine, not huge, but successful. I would have never been able to do that if I had a job. And a funny thing about that is, I didn't get up there because I didn't really study prices. I was just studying how to actually get on the show. But after Drew Carey's interviewing all of us, and he asked about me, I told him I was from Pittsburgh, whatever. He asked what I do, and I said, I try to have fun every day, and I have some online businesses, like a couple online businesses. And he's like, oh, that sounds like a book I read, The 4-Hour Workweek, and just totally starts plugging Tim's book, and I'm just like, not even a part of the conversation anymore, which sucks. Tim Ferriss is everywhere, you can't get away from it. But I found that funny. And then also in March, I was down in Panama City Beach with two of my close, best friends, and we created a shuttle business for all the spring break. Just had a blast. So I have been successful through having a blast through businesses I've been creating, and I honestly can't thank anyone other than Tim Ferriss and the 4-Hour Workweek. I'd love to see the opening of the Kimono. I think that would really help assist me in the future, but if not, I wish everyone else luck, and whoever does end up getting to go, please bring back some knowledge for the blog community. But thanks for your time, guys.